Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about my documenting journey. Then I'm going to go through one of last year's albums. There's three, so I'm in three separate videos so that I can really go into some sort of detail, and it makes the videos a bit shorter because I've noticed my videos go on a little while. So yeah, I just want to firstly talk about my experience with starting up Project Lifestyle scrapbooking. I discovered it a couple of years ago, flicking through Pinterest and YouTube, and I had done a scrapbook for a trip that I'd taken to America, and I really enjoyed the process, so I wanted to do some more documenting, and so I started having a look at how other people do it, and I found Project Life. So naturally, like probably most of you, I went out and bought the 12x12 album, various pocket pages and a core kit or 90, and cracked on. But the problem was that the size was my first conundrum. I don't have a particularly riveting social life, and that does extend to 2 years back, so trying to fill a 12x12 layout, 2 pages, because obviously you have a double spread, was quite difficult for me. And so this is my first album that I was just going to quickly show you. You can see I took the time, I stamped all this out, I made this little intro page, and I was really proud of it. And then I just put I was going to do different coffee quotes, but I never got round to it. And then this was week 1, and it literally was, I went out for a meal with my friends and I did my America scrapbook. Week 2, I got a core kit and a postcard. I literally just didn't have a lot going on. I went to the cinema and I bought a box to put my then embellishments in. It was just a little container from Tiger. Oh dear, my cards fell out. Went to a wedding. So yeah, that was May 2015. Had a piece of gypsy tart, which is one of my favourite puddings. This is week, let's see, I haven't finished it. Watching a movie with my cat. Went to an award with my friends. It was my birthday. I had a frozen birthday cake. Out with my friends, went out for drinks. My friend made a rainbow cake, which was pretty amazing. My friend got engaged, so we had breakfast. There's me food. This is where it starts getting more sparse, so I only made it to week 9 really. It's my friend's birthday, and the open parcel's got a new car. I bought a t-shirt. Any Pretty Little Liars watchers will totally understand and hopefully support my decisions in the relationship goals statement. Another scrapbook I did for my trip to Germany. Bought some wedding scrapbooking things and gave my deposit in to go to India. So I made it to week 10, which was Wimbledon, and I went to the cinema to watch Jurassic Park with my dad. And I bought some scrapbooking stuff. And that's as far as I got, because this size literally scared me and I couldn't do it. And I stopped scrapbooking for a really long time. I didn't go back to it until the next year because I discovered a smaller size. So this is a 6x8 scrapbooking album. This was a Simple Stories one. So I went, my months go a bit, as I become more involved in it, I did end up spreading the months out a bit more. So I think my next album is from June to September, and then the following album is September to December. So it's not entirely finished, but I definitely ended up doing better with this one, I think. The size was more ideal for me. And another thing I didn't do the Project Life weeks. I just did it monthly, and however much I had to put in, what I put in, and I didn't stress myself out trying to fill a week's worth of pages. So I was part of a team that went to India. My cat passed away, which was really sad. Went to India. Again, I did a separate scrapbook for India, so I just attached this Polaroid. And what I did was I'd print out, I use Snapfish to print my photos, so I'd just print 4x4 squares with 4 2x2 pictures in them. I use pick frame to make the 4x4 arrangement with all these, and I do the same for my, I do full pictures, and I do the 4x6, so I have 2 3x4 images on one. And it just became a lot easier. So that would have been 2 to make a whole. A lot easier for me, and I started subscribing to Studio Calico. I'm not sure, it must have been around April time. Yeah. This must have been my first kit, April 2016. And I absolutely adored it. I went for a very minimal approach. A lot of Simple Stories alphabet stickers, and a lot of typing things out on my typewriter. It's just my friend's wedding. And see, like that, this was a song I was really enjoying. Just did a picture of my iPod, and that's the page done. Like, it didn't need to be, I didn't pressurise myself too much. This was an envelope I just cut up to fit. Again, this was just a tag that was on my typewriter was from a vintage charity shop, so this was the tag that was on it. So I just added that in. Another thing I did was I took screenshots of my Instagram uploads for various months and put that in there. I haven't filled the little 2x2 pockets yet. One of my favourite pages I did. Daryl Dixon is hold. This was when I went to the colour conference in London. Again, just took the flyers and cut them up. My wristband. Again, picture from some advertising. I didn't make it. This picture and this one I took from Holly Wagner and Christine Kane's Instagram, I think, so that I could have some clear, because where you're seated in a stadium you can't get clear images. Oh, and this picture, I love this. They had a flower wall. Guys, they had a flower. And I knew that this card was in the kit. I was like, well, they're going together. Love doing this. I saw someone else do this, and I've kind of been doing it ever since, adding my coffee cup sleeves into Project Life. Again, stolen from social media, because there's no way that I could have got that photo of the stadium, because I was probably sat around here. It was the morning that we were sat quite close, so it was pretty rad. There was about 10,000 people there. It's pretty awesome. The time that we met Christine Kane, and I tried very much not to squeal, not in an idolising way, but in a freaking Christine Kane that founded A21, and she's standing next to me right now way. Again, this is just the advert for the next, well, it would have been this year's. It's just shiny, so I had to put it in. Saving packaging from the kits. Receipt. Like, I just utilise everything that I can. Took a picture of my kit, so I was kind of like majorly obsessed. That was not intended whatsoever. I forgot that was there. That's so funny. I was obsessed with photographing my Studio Calico kits when they arrived. Again, a page not of much, but still very valuable to me, my obsession with coffee. Something I drew, taken from Instagram. Took a picture of a shadow because it was sunny for like one day in England last year. Film that I watched, very good, it's on Netflix, watch it. Another film I watched, also very good, feel free to watch that one too. Again, Pinterest steals. Following people on Instagram. Another picture of my kits. I cut all my hair off. I Bible journal as well. Plug. You can find my pages on my Instagram at Daydreamcentral, and I also have a process video up. I think it was the previous video to this one, if you want to check it out. This was a carrier bag that I just cut, and just a little, I think this was a Smash book. Is it a Smash book? Date stamp. I've just kind of a wedding invitation. Things that I've been doing. Out my little shaker pocket. With me and my cat. Look at that. Just how cute is that? Look at her little paws. And these just she's like my bestie. She sits with me all the time. I'd also add in screenshots of messages that I'd get. Bit of news. Selfies, naturally. Who doesn't add in a good selfie? WhatsApp chats, stamping on photos. Always fun. I didn't have anything to put in because I was ill, so I took a photo of my sick supplies, I guess. And I watched Nashville, so. And then that was my week. Voting in or out the EU. Selfies with your sibling has to be done, even if they post strange faces. My birthday week, I literally didn't embellish this very much at all. This was a birthday card that I just cut to the 3x4 size, and it was shiny, so naturally I put that in. Picture of me with me pudding at a restaurant and someone had stuck a candle in it. This was the wood veneer piece that come in the Studio Calico kit on June, which was my birthday month, so it's perfect. Went to London, so naturally I was going to use this. I got my Starbucks, so this is what my friend's card said. It's so perfect. And we went to Madame Tussauds. I had my photo with Johnny Depp and so many amazing people. Steven Spielberg, Elvis. I don't know what's happening to me. Sorry guys, I'm really losing it. These, with me and my friend Ria are science graduates, so we naturally had to have photos with two of the most genius men ever. And I had my photo with the Queen, which had to be done, didn't it? And the royals. Yeah, my friend. This is one of my favourite pages ever that I've made. I don't know why. It's really nice. And this is another tip when you go out. I always take a photo of my food, always. But try and steal the business cards for places, because they can make perfect filler cards. And I'll just put the receipt in the background, and then that's my food. And again, we went to a shop that was literally floor to ceiling whiskey, which was like possibly the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Went to my favourite shop, and then there's the journaling card. Well, it's a filler card that I journaled on. It's one of my favourite pocket pages that I've ever done. This is something my brother made and was taking the mickey out of me. My friend uploaded a picture of us on Facebook, so I just took a photo of it. Anton Yelchin died on my birthday last year, which was quite possibly the saddest news I've ever had in my life, so naturally I had to put that in there. Again, I saw this on Facebook, so I just took a photo of it. And again, memes are the best thing to put in to fill gaps. This didn't quite work out because the holes are too far away from each other. And again, I didn't have anything much to say about this week, so I put in a snapshot of my iPod, and it's a country song, so I found this little card that goes in, and my friend had a new stamp which I stamped on a piece of card and then wrote about it. So it literally doesn't have to be that interesting, and it runs out there because then I go on to the next month. But I also did this, so there was these pockets that 2x2, sorry, which I'm going to have to close that because it's going to all fall out. I used to put my Bible journaling photos in. So these are all on my Instagram, but I thought I'd just give you a little look-see. So I did that one just before I went on mission to India, and I was scared, terrified actually, of what was going to happen while I was out there. But it was glorious. And there you have it. As I said, I do have two more that aren't named yet because they're not finished, but we're going to flip through them anyway. But yeah, stay tuned for another video soon, guys, where I will go through these two probably separately to keep the videos shorter. But thanks for tuning in, and see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment if you have any questions about anything that I use, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And also go and check out my Instagram for more updates. It's probably the main social media that I use. So thanks guys, bye.